Well, a very good afternoon and a warm welcome to live Day 2 coverage of the 12th playing of the Nexen SaintNine Masters. Timothy Lowe here. Great to have your company this Saturday afternoon. It's a 54-hole event, the fourth event of the 2025 KLPGA Tour season. Ma Da Som took the lead into the weekend with a lovely round of 65 Friday morning. She was a couple over par, and surprise, surprise, last week's winner, Kim Min-joo, has got it all the way up to 9 under par. She currently leads over Park Ji-young, 10-time winner on the KLPGA Tour, and well, we haven't had a back-to-back winner on the KLPGA Tour since Ma Da Som did it at the end of 2024. This is the lady who sits in pole position right now. The inaugural IM Financial Group Championship last week for a breakthrough tour title. She was slick down the hill from the left-hand side of the 7th green. That one needs to settle down. Okay. And if you are wondering why we're on air a little bit later on than scheduled this Saturday, it's because we had a fog delay this morning. Pushed tee times back some 60 minutes and a bit. Golf course, and we're back in action. Bang Shin-sil, joint runner-up last week to Min-joo. Financial Group Championship. Once again, playing some very fine golf. Currently 6 under par, that to get to 7. Another lady who finished tied second last week in Chuncheon was Park Ju-young, who's also running inside the top 10 right now. So these players are in a good bit of form. Year one would be a little disappointed with a lack of contending last week. Still managed a top 20 finish. Winner of the Doosan Weave Championship, first domestic event of the season in 2025. Second time in 3 years. She's won that crowd. Really talented youngster. Park Ji-young, another lady who was disappointed with some poor golf on the weekend in Chuncheon. Immense for it here. Look at that breeze, really whipping. Lovely control there for Park. Opportunity to slice that deficit in half to Kim Min-joo coming up. Turned to a front run on the KLPGA Tour in the last few years. This is now back to the 7th, and Min-joo hoping to stay at 9 under par. She's got this for par. All week at Golf Zone County, moving them in. Important putt there. Preserves the momentum and keeps her tally at 9 under. Really, that win, you can hear it whipping past the cameras and on-course microphones. It is going to be a real test this afternoon. Is that going to come back from out wide? No. It's a misread there, but you do get the sense that with the strength of this freshening breeze, it's going to get to a point where putts are going to start being affected on these greens. You can't have them too quick because of potential high winds like this. That golf ball, only a couple of ounces. Big gust can easily knock it off course. Shin-sil opting to leave the flagstick in for her birdie look back at the 8th. Putter was ice cold on Sunday last week. Not the case today. That is her first birdie of the day, following up an eagle at the 3rd. So she's 3 deep for day 2. On her way into the final group for a 2nd week in a row. Back on the tee, championship leader. Yes, there was a little extra pressure. She called it a burden in her pre-tournament press conference. Coming into a week, having won Sunday before. With the way that she's playing, mighty composed, just skips over that right-hand side trap. It's a good position now. Just to complicate matters a little further for the players. This guy, of course, KLPGA, really tree-like, thick pine trees as well, so it does block out quite a bit of breeze as you're standing there, but you get it up and above the treetops, and that wind will start to affect the ball, so trajectory control will be crucial in these conditions. The straightest drivers on the tour, so no surprise to see year one find a fairway there at 8. She's walking 7 behind her playing partner at the moment. Head to 9th. This is so urgent. Get herself into red figures. Yeah, well done. Going to be a real test of patience out there this afternoon. That's a nice bounce back. Turns in level par 36, back to where she began the weekend at 1 under. That will fall at the end of play this evening. Those 60 in ties continue their progress. A bit of a wait back here for Bangshin Sil and company on the 9th tee. Certainly reachable in 2 if you're Bangshin Sil, but that does mean taking it up the right-hand side of the hole. If you do blow it a little bit right, there is a slope that sort of kicks the ball back down into play, but you lose it right up in the trees. I mean, you could really rack up a number. That's the beauty of these risk-reward par 5s. A couple of them are gettable. Gimhe Gaya. Twice a winner on the KLPGA to a 3rd full season. She's been a member. Leaning to get the friendly kick. Gets a kick, and yeah, that's going to tumble down back into the first cut of rough. Shouldn't be a problem. It's a good distance up there as well. Part 1 done here at the 9th for Shin-Sil. Back on the 8th. June. Longer into the stiff breeze hybrid club for the tournament leader. You just start seeing the tops of the trees start to sway in this breeze. Gives you an indication of the general direction and velocity of the draft. It's just going to roll through the back of the green, but you take that pretty much all day long, especially coming in with a hybrid. Good leave. Just carves its way through the mountains. Forest as Lewon sends it on its way, with that one a little left as well. Is that going to hold on to a piece of the green? Unlikely. Again, like Minju, leaves it in a pretty handy spot, just through the back. Taking a step back, now it's 6 under par. Use the strength of her game. There's an iron plate. Just gets a nice little kick forward. Pretty good shot, leaves it underneath the hole. Opportunity to get herself back to 7 under. That wins at the end of 2024. National Championship and the SK Telecom Shield Us Cup. Roh Seung-hui. Start of the back 9, currently 4 under par. Women's Open champion. Producing a very high quality shot. That's poor. Look at the back. Get a little finicky, that one. Ju. Darson for the first 36 holes. She's a couple under as well. Drive running low. Don't think she made solid contact on that, but she'll get away with it. For you, if you are afraid of heights, it's a perilous drop all the way down to the city of Gimhae. You can see it at the top portion of your screens. And tonight, it's a breathtaking piece of property. It's Gimhae Country Club. Here one could chip this, could putt this. Just deliberating that right now. Advice to weekend golfers, to amateurs, as always, if you have the option to putt it, just putt it. A bad putt's always better than a bad chip. If you're a professional and a very skilled one, year one is a wedge, something to take the unpredictability of that ball rolling through the first 10-12 feet of fringe. The equation doesn't need to be a most lofted wedge. Even an eyeline, just that old bump and run turn to these greens. Back to front, so it's downhill. Just needs to carry this past the fringe and have it release on. For year one. So Ju at 9. Not going to have the legs to get there, is it? Bigger practice swings, maybe got a slightly more lofted club looking to carry it further on the green. Further left as well. It's nicely played. This one's got a chance. Sublime touch. Kim Min Ju. Has evolved into a solid contender that does believe in her game and believe in herself. She proved it with a bunch of victories last year. That's a nice grinding four on the 9th. After that slow start, couple of birdies move her back to 7 under par. To a share of second, Ji Young and Bang Jin Sil. Speaking of Bang, here's her predicament. Just a touch too far right. See if she would elect to hit 3, which she'd have to take it right along the tree line at the top of that ridge. This one just should be a layup. Cut it down there within 50, 70 yards. So a little half wedge in. Shot from Rosia Lee at 10, so you can recover with this little pitch from the back of the green at the par 5. Very nicely done. Squeamish little putt now for par to remain 2 under. The projected cut line sitting around 1-2 over par, might even move to 3. These conditions continue to deteriorate this afternoon, but you don't want to be giving shots up unnecessarily. It's a soft bogey in the middle of the fairway. First look of the week at Park Gale. They're doing back 9. 3 under for the championship. And should remain there. She pops that putt for par in. Still not a gimme here for just outside the gimme circle. Doesn't need to start this one outside of the cup. Just inside half of the hole with an aggressive pace. Solid. Inside the top 20 last week. She's 1 under for the moment. This is her 3rd on the way into 9, playing downwind, needs to grab, and it does. Featured group just snaking their way round down the cart path to that 9th tee. ENG still in control, but a couple of players, Park Ji-young and Madason and this lady, Bang Shin-soo, are within touching distance. Shin-soo's 3rd now to the 9th, having laid up to the spot. That first bounce wasn't quite as big as she thought, but still going to be a birdie look.
플레이하겠습니다. 플레이하겠습니다.
Was blowing a hoolie earlier, but it looks pretty much dead calm on the 9th tee for Kim Min-joo. Just burrows itself into that right rough. Overhead visual gives you an idea of how much this hole does bend around the side of that hill. It's been breezy still up at the green as Bang Shin-soo settles in over this birdie look. Moving uphill for most of the way, just in the last 8 feet. I'm going to say start to to the left and just gently work away from that downhill. It's at 30 feet. It's a pretty good line. Great line. Lovely roll. A solid front 9 on the breeze. 3 under par, 33 for Bang Shin-soo. to give me a guy up this week. They'd love to see this one go in to take their heroine into red figures. Conviction. So remain even par. Like down the line, third into 10. Back and forth. Wonderfully controlled. Good look again to get herself to 8 under. Twice a winner on tour, both of them coming at High One Resort. They're into 18. Quickly off and away there at 9. Settle one down the right side of the fairway. Kim in Sun 7 enjoyed a solid opening round yesterday. Half of her round today as she steps up to the 17th tee. Crawl on the front edge, yeah, should start to work off the slope. Pretty good shot. Yeah. Lady bidding for a little slice of history this week. Choi Yun-woo, two-time defending champion. Become only the 7th woman in KLPGA Tour history to win the same event 3 years in a row. Expectation, a lot of pressure on her as well. Making a incredible defense of her ground thus far. She's 3 under par. Being in that right rough, Kim Min-joo has got no visual line. Clear sight of the fairway ahead. She's going to have to trust it here. One of the range net poles you can see in the distance. Sit down in the rough a bit. Just going to get a little steeper. Sure you dig it out. You did follow through, just trying to keep that club face from turning over. She played a nice shot there. Good position. We made a bit of a mess of her approach into 10. She can make Szymanski at 11. Much better from Ro Seung-hui. Fabulous shot. Just past the pin on 10, so it'll be a pretty brisk putt, but I don't see too much break in this. Chance to move to 8 under. Another one shaves the edge for Park. Semi half top from Choi Eun-woo with that layup, so a touch further back than perhaps she would have liked. It's okay. Meters playing downwards. I'll rather be looking to pitch this around that 90 number and expect a big first kick. There's a big first kick. That's really well worked out from the two-time defending champ. Sun's just poking its head through the overcast cloud cover there. It's been on top of the golf course pretty much the whole afternoon. Nicely worked out as well from Kim Min-joo. She has to get herself to be the first one this week to double digits under par coming up. Now Shin-sil reached the 10th tee. I have to report that there was a score of 10 recorded on this hole earlier on today. Poor old Hong Jung-min started her day on the 10th and took a 10th. Just illustrates the point that disaster just one loose swing away around these parts. Han Jin-seong from past the pin on 18, a little left to right slippery slider to try and get her up to 3 under. How soft her hands look on that putter, no tension whatsoever. The weight of that putter head to swing through. Downwind, year 1, position, and down the fairway, lay up on the 9th. Really good shot, but just a little too low, coming in there with too much steam. wait. Himself up to 5 under. There's a little bit left. We saw that from Park Ji-young. No, but some of these moves right. They are really flummoxed out there on these greens. So there's a great chance. Ji-hyo, third into 10. Go now live with Yoo Hyun-ju. Slight side slope. Very nicely. Better side to leave it on. Uphill putt she can be aggressive with. Kim Min-ju, can she get it to 10 under par? This is a birdie look at the par 5 ninth. This time, good effort, very solid, half, under par. Roll ahead, so we find Radha Som came up short with her approach, but a pretty basic little up and down the front edge of the green left for Ma. That needs to hurry. That needs to hurry a little. Ooh. So hard to get it back to even for the day. Don't want to stumbling back in the wrong direction again. Yeah. Choi Eun-woo. Just by ball outside right lip this putt. To hit 3 under.
끝에가 나는 내리막? 내리막. 귀가 좀 열려 있고.
Players will know that it works towards the front portion of this ninth green, so this one slightly down the hill. We'll make some ends for that little mess on 8. Good birdie for Yewon. It's in 1 under. So, for her part, a hit on 10. A bit out of it quickly. Shove that one. Shinsil's found the fairway at the 10th. The question is, has she got the power to get onto the green? Her play partner seemed to think so, but it indicates that she's going to go. It's down on the green. Still got traffic, and this is Yoo Hyun-ju looking for a birdie and finding one. Ji Young ahead at 11. As the place tee shot caught the downslope, so not much club in hand for her approach. She's handy underneath the hole. Right to left her. Back at the 10th. This was the Ji Young putt I mentioned earlier. Just weaseled away to the left around the hole. Maybe just a right edge putt for Jung Ji Hyo. Beautifully read and nicely rolled in to take her to 1 under. Second into the 18th for Kim Min Sun. 7 wasn't able to convert her birdie putt back at 17, so still 5 under. Poor shot there for Kim. Shinsil, she was waiting for the green to clear. So let's see if she can roast one onto the front edge. Haven't seen anyone get close to this green in 2 so far this week. Getting closer to 230 meters to the front edge. She seems to like the look of that. Oh goodness me, she's hit it through the back. Settle down. Easy ball. That's on that newly sodded grass, so surely be able to take relief at normal course conditions. But tell you what, at power, it is some intoxicating cocktail of a game that Bang Shin-sil possesses. Just tidy up the loose ends, minimize those mistakes. What a player she could turn out to be in the next decade or so. The team, championship leader and company. Ready to commence their back nines. Looking for back-to-back wins. Yeah, one looking for a second win of the season, and Wu seeking the 3-peat here at Kim Hae Gaya. It's a pretty severely elevated tee box right up by that clubhouse. The players start their back nine. You do get a bit of extra distance, but you just get your start lines wrong or a little bit too much side spin. That ball spends a lot of times hitting in the wrong direction towards trouble. Just watch how repeatable this swing is from year one. Few moving parts. Squares that club face up so beautifully at the bottom of her swing. Produces a lot of straight, accurate tee shots like that one.
올라가겠습니다.
Ju. So she's sneaky long. How many people realize that? Just keeping up with some of the bigger hitters last week. Route to victory. Breeze just turning into the players' faces slightly, but seems pleased enough with that effort. Day 2, slightly delayed, but back on schedule here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters, where Kim Min-ju leads by 2. quite interesting. I'm surprised the KLPGA hasn't marked this area as temporary ground under repair. Bit of an unlucky break for Bang Shin Sil. She's chopped the legs out from that one really nicely. Such a delicate shot coming off that loose surface, easy to chunk it, easy to blade it. She's given herself a look. That second shot really deserved a lot more. Back at the top of the hill is where we find the tournament leader, Kim Min-joo. I don't think we have to worry about this one going through the back of the green. It's just a layup for Kim. So a little further left than she wanted. A close eye on it. Should be fine. Has anyone seen it? There it is, somewhere out there. Shinsil down on the green for her birdie. Just a poor putt. Frustrating the game of golf. Two great shots, walk off with a putt. At the 18th, Kim Min-sun 7 after a squirrely second. Long birdie look from the back edge of the green. The 11th for 3. Right to left. Good line. Just a touch firm. Also, nice bit of touch there. The uphill 12. Par putt at 18 for Kim Min-sun 7. Start this on the left edge. At least away right in a hurry. Just a hair too firm. Forced error there from Kim. Bogey 5, having only had a gap wedge in for her approach. Inside the top 10. Split shot her card. Now Mada Som coming into 11. Park Ji-young for her imperious iron play. Right on cue. Gets one to stick. Chance to turn parity to a scorecard. What's been a pretty seesaw day for the opening round leader. The 9th hole of the day needs that to sit. Okay, got some grab on it. Your birdie looked up coming. Hyunju at 11. Bending this one in from right to left, and that green below the level of the fairway. Plenty of spin on it. Plenty of club on it too. Goodness, that's a club and a half long. Out of the 13th, Gan Ro Seung Hui. She fancy a new $10,000 Duxiana mattress and bed combo set. 6 iron finds its mark. Sweeping like a princess. Solid shot, airing on the safe side, going a little bit longer that pin. Totally understand, big drop off short on this green. Misstruck. Approaches, back to 10, and Choi Yun-woo's third. Uncharacteristically hot bounce there, touch unlucky for Choi. So going 3-wood on this 11 per length, that's plenty to carry that left-hand trap. Oh no, wasn't enough. Finds that bunker. Looks like it's settled in pretty close to the front lip as well. Downhill line, but the ball above her feet. Really important to stay on top of this, try and cover it. Just drop that club a little inside. Easy to catch turf first. Fine shot there from year one. Players Player of the Year back in 2023. Narrowly beat to the finish line last year by Yun Ina. Ju, downhiller for her birdie at 11. Good speed on that. Couldn't be too aggressive from past the pin. Remains 3 under. Ball was okay for Kim Min Sun. Angles not too bad. Left side of the fairway on 10. One hop and stop. Just dug its heels in a touch too quick there. Gonna have to negotiate that shoulder on the left-hand side of the green. Dassom. Knowing the way her days have been going, this one's probably going to drop. Gonna try and feed right, but not as much as Ma thought. Right to left, side hill swinger for birdie on 13. Start to sum up how bad that putt was. Goodness me, she's left it 7 feet short. Oh, stayed out of the bunker. Shin Sil, so that's a bit of a fortuitous break, and the line looks pretty clean as well. I think for her, she's sort of landed on a bit of an upslope, so it looks like it's going to be a bit of an upshooter, this. Expect her to just scooch this back in the stance, trying to abbreviate that follow through and knock that ball flight down. Well controlled. Made that very nicely. first skip when the third shot hit the green. It's now a birdie putt. A little wobble in that fringe. But it'll bury itself in the bottom. All right. Bad break, good break. Cancel themselves out. Choi and Woo up to 4 under. Solid front nine there. The line for Kim Min-joo's just to the left of year one's marker. Maybe a ball outside of that. He'll start to swing hard from that point. Good try for Kim. That's left as well. A horrible putt she's hit on this par 3. It's going to lead to a bogey. Everyone saw how much Kim Min-joo's putt snapped, so he's got at least 2 cups of movement in it. No harm done. This one drops. Stays at 2. He's the side door, but it's going to be a 5 on the card. Song E on the 11th. Chance to creep up to 2 under par. This one will be fast. Here to her right. That's a few feet as well. Decent effort. 4 there for Song-yi. Back up on the tee box. Choi and-woo, after that little bonus birdie, will have the honours. Conservative approach. This fairway bunker on the right, or try and be a little braver and carry that bunker. You do. Pitches on a downslope, you get a good 40, 50 yards maybe of extra roll.
Ja. Ja. 맞바람이니까.
Shinsil. Front portion of the green, so putting uphill. Give this a little bit more pace. Try and take some of the break out. And that was not hit with any sort of conviction. I do notice when she starts to putt poorly, Most of it boils down to the fact that she never gives that ball a chance. Tends to come up short more often than anything. Just do that for a couple of holes and then just slam one through the break and have a silly 3-putt. I've seen this script play out before. Minju with her driver. Just needs to start this a hair right of that left-hand bunker. That would be her optimal start line. That's that downslope I was talking about, and watch this one run. It's going to get at least 50 yards a run. Big tee shot from Kim. Green, Shinsil, no mistakes. She's getting used to being in this position, Shinsil. That's KLPGA Tour. Saw Jian, second into 18, see a lot of balls missed to the left. That's an ideal spot right underneath the hole.
가족들 오늘 와가지고 지금 일하는데 못해서.
Fairway hit for Ro Seung-hui after that absolute horror show back on 13. We saw her flag and approach a couple of holes ago at 11. Well, that was all over. It just comes up a little short. Second shot in. That breeze that was getting so bothersome came on out. All but vanished now, so it's a simpler equation for Choi. Closer to 135. Backswing covers the ball well. Chest and upper body. That's pretty good. Letting one rip at the 12th. Starts to turn back up the hill after a couple of downhill holes, 10 and 11. And the first cutter off, but sitting okay and on a slight upslope for Shinsil. Go one better than she did a week ago. Back to the 11th, year one. Set this one up just on the inside of that TV tower. See that flag right on the green. Really not much club left here for Kim Min-joo. Just a wedge. Knock that one down. Okay, underneath the hole. Gives herself the Bang Shin-sil putt. Hope she hits it a little harder than Bang. Cruise control. Good to see if you're a Kim Min-joo fan. Too clear at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. Joyou sizing up this birdie putt at 11. Just sneaking and quietly going business. She's only 5 behind the lead, held by her playing partner. She'll stay 5 back. We've seen it from the left side of 13 before. Just stretch that advantage a little at the top of the board. Good effort. Ball stays above ground. We got on the way at 14. Not going to get there. One. Just looking for a bit of a run from her. It hasn't materialized in the last fortnight. Maybe it will after that. A lovely birdie for Year 1. Moves her inside the top 20. That's more like it. Shinsil from a severe uphill lie at the 12 doesn't seem too pleased by it, but no harm done there. That's the correct side to miss it on, to this green. Just race that putt past a little. She's been pretty solid from this range. Continues to remain solid. Drop 2 in a row if you're Ro Seung-hui. Oh no. I hate to see that quick recoil. It's almost like you know it's started on line. Can't. Now, the amateur Kang, yes, saw having a bit of a rough day, but a chance for a birdie here at 18, and yeah, that'll delight the galleries near the clubhouse. Birdie there for Kang. A bunch more if she wants to stick around for the final round tomorrow. That's what the players face next. The long uphill 12. You just go through that shooter trees and then it just climbs up towards that raised green on the right hand side. A blind second shot of sorts. Can't see the entirety of the putting surface. Probably see about the top half of the flagstick as well. Trying to build some momentum here. Year 1, 2 birdies in her last 3 holes with the honour on the 12th tee. So it'll come through a little fringe, but it shoots right once it gets on the green. fantastic effort. Sure, utilizing that left-hand side of the tee box, just trying to give yourself more room. Extreme right-hand side of the tee box, I should say. Give yourself more room down the left. Driven it very well since the start of the season. It's another fairway found. To the 13th, and Yu Hyun Ju to 4 under par now. Bit unlucky, maybe another yard right, and that one takes the slope and rolls down to the hole. It's pin high, but it's going to be very slippery from there. He's an 8-9. I think that's the right club. Just looking at the front left quadrant of the green. Tug that. Now that's going to be diabolical. You can see Park Ji-young get up and down from a similar spot in the group ahead. It's not going to be a walk in the park for opening round leader. Making things a little bit tougher this Saturday afternoon. Kim Min-ju, who is in control, 2 clear at the top over Park Ji-young and Bang Shin-sil here on the back nine Saturday afternoon at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. nice work required here. Through that fringe, don't want to get it stuck. Oh, that is pretty much perfect now. Take the slope, keep on coming. Keep on coming. How's this for some touch from Mardasom? So easily tangled up in fringe. It takes a lot of courage to take on a shot like that as we return to 12 and Choi and Woo's second coming up the hill. Fine shot, really well played from Choi. That's an excellent opportunity at a third birdie of the day. That's a great three for Mardasom. He scampers off to the 14th tee. Return to the championship leader at 12. All over it. Maybe a touch too much club, but again, that's fine. It's one of the flatter greens you'll find in this complex, the 12th. Down to what looks like the 10th hole, the 11th. This is Jeon for a birdie. Oh yes! 5 under. There's the 23-year-old. Colourful card. That's going in the right direction. One. Right, middle of the fairway, slide up slope. Right, try to turn one into that left pin. We saw how quick it is. If you just get it on the green, it takes that slope. Angshin Sil about a foot away from being stone dead. Back to Minju on 12, a putt that moves and drifts from right to left. Yes, look at this. Kim Min-ju from way downtown. The 4th birdie of the day, and now opens up a 3-shot lead. Do the same here. That pace should be okay. Choi Yun-woo would have thought this would be the best opportunity for birdie out of those 3 approaches. Oh, and an ounce harder. Maybe that one holds its line. Pass for Choi and Lee. It's Kim Min-joo, who is asserting her dominance for the 2nd week in a row atop the leaderboard on the KLPGA Tour. Now leads by 3. She heads to the par 3, 13th.
우측에서 팝파트도 되니까 그냥 여유 있게 보고 들어가. 어차피 이거 붙이기로밖에 못하니까. 중간까지만 내리면 있는 것 같아서 잔잔하게.
Guy Young still stuck in neutral at even par, but an outside opportunity to perhaps claw her way away from the projected cut line of even par. Right to left movement in this birdie putt. Should know that. Didn't quite hit it hard enough, but that's okay. Just got to get this one on the green and the slope, do the rest of the work. Here it comes, easy, easy. After that one from Shin-sil. Lin, a birdie putt now on the 18th. She's currently at 2 under par. She's going to stay 2 under par. Let's try though. 3 holes to play. Couple of shots to spare. Shin-sil comebacker for par at 13. I tell you, this is how birdie looks. They don't come up short. Yes, that was a quick putt, but it was racing past. 3 putt from out of nowhere, and Bang Shin-sil goes, hang on a minute. Couple under right now. 1 over. That's a physical thing, a technical thing, or maybe a mental thing. So many factors go into the concoction of producing a world-class champion golfer. Kim Min-ju, you can see her down there, that little red speck on the tee. Ready to have a crack. Now that line, you can kind of see it, is left edge of the TV tower. That's sort of on the inside edge of the green. Hit it bang on that spot. The right number should take the slope and feed right. Easiest putt to lead yourself to this pin is sort of pin high right. Don't solid contact, cart short. That's going to be a world of problems. Wild way left. Kim Min-ju won't be able to putt that. It's going to have to be a chip and hope. Chipping from short of 14, should scamper along. For her as well. Six, that's right, 7. Watching this one intently, heading a little left as well. And at 14, chance to creep up to 5 under, just outside of 20 feet. Decent effort again, great pace. Two playing partners pull it left. I'd be shocked if the defending chap makes a similar mistake. Smooth motion through the ball. Too smooth. It comes up short. Hopefully it just stays up on that bank on the upslope. Go all the way back into that collection area. So down 14, trying to hit some kind of low squeezy cut. Lead now is 3 for Kim Min-ju over Park Ji-young. Drop shot from Shin Sil tumbles her into a big group of players. A share of 3rd at 6 under par. Bit of a test here for Minju. The line doesn't look especially good. This looks like she has to bump this one twice through the fairway cut, then the fringe, then have it tumble onto the green. The last thing you need to do is leave it short. It's not going to be short. That one needs to take a chair. The smart thing there, didn't bite off more than she could chew. Trust that putter. Served her well so far. Up to Unsong-yi, second into the 14th. Very good second at that. Beautiful stuff from An. Stay up on that upslope short of the green, so a much simpler chip shot. And in you go! So a hole out for Kim on the previous hole. A chip in for Joy here at 13, now up to 5 under. Kim Min-joo struggles. It could be a proverbial 2-shot swing. Still a lot of golf left to play in this championship, but bogey there would let a bunch of players back in. Now Shin Sil looking to respond after her drop shot. Big wedge in. She's playing more than 120 meters. She's up to the task. Just pulls it slightly. No problem, but not exactly in birdie country. I want to see how slippery this is. I think she's got to stub this one through the fringe as well. Hope for a helpful kick. Check with that second bounce. Still it goes racing on past. Respond to her longest putt of the day. And a look, decent try, but the damage was done there with a poor tee shot, so it falls back to 9 under. Just gives a glimmer of hope to a couple more players in the field. Ahead. 14th green is where we find the 22-year-old. This putt that moves gently from left to right, but it is for a birdie. Just want to see a little bit more pace in this putt. More conviction, more aggression. Decent effort. Again, think about the speed at which he had that putt. He never had a chance. He can't afford to do that. And Wu with the honour. There's a little right. Right in. Beautiful for Lee Ga-young. Now battling her way to 1 under par.
조금 여기.
Right, Kim Min-ju. Okay, kick off the slope. Move a little right. Why don't you? Oh, how does that stay up? And so me.
근데 이거 섰는데 약간 오른쪽이
Stuck in neutral. To 17, Ro Seung-hui. Battle a bit of a bulky putter on this back line. 2 holes to rectify the situation. So Ga-young tapping a step after that birdie. It's a good tee shot here on 15. You come up to the most elevated point on the golf course. Safely in the fairway. Back in the 14th fairway, Choi Eun-woo. Raised green. Fantastic shot. Starting to dial in. Choi Eun-woo making a bit of a move. Shin-sil on the 15th. Very nicely. Have the odd wild miss in her game last year. She's turning that portion of her all round. She's creating a lot more chances for herself. Just that semi-rough ball above her feet. Pin on the right, not easy. Just got to look out a little longer this hole. Thinking clearly, executing shots to that plan very well, Kim Min-ju. Turning into a good, patient, wise golfer. You know what? A little bit more aggressive coming from the fairway with just a wedge in hand. Stays aggressive. Good shot.
큰 거 살짝 컸어. 어르신아 잠깐 멈출게요.
Tasol and all her misadventures today. She can put that to rest. This one buries itself in the hard. A birdie opportunity to move back into a share of second place. Not to be just a little high.
왼쪽 안 봐도 될 것 같아. 가운데.
Hyunju. Excellent approach into 15, not much left for a birdie. A little closer to the top of the board. Just a fraction of right to left movement. Got it. Well done. Hyunju just eking her way up the leaderboard. It's a very congested top 10 right now. Shots separating about 17 players in the lead. Lead held by this young lady. Gentle riser all the way this putt with movement to the right. It's one of those putts you can kind of have a free run at. You've got good speed control on the greens, which Kim Min-Chu has displayed that she possesses. Get out of dodge with a pretty stress-free par. Kim Seiro-mi, difficult afternoon for her, going to be missing the cut here, but at least find a way to birdie 17, might bring a smile to her face. Goodness me, nowhere near the target for Lee. Lee after that solid tee shot into 17. Will redeem herself and that putter with a nice birdie there. Good two there for the reigning Korean Women's Open champion. First birdie of the day comes at 17. That title in a couple of weeks' time. A couple of months' time, I should say. 2 months, in fact, at Rainbow Hills. Just another shot closer. And back-to-back birdies for Choi Eun-woo starting to make her move. She's within 3. Guyan up the hill to the 15th. Pretty well played. Shinsil got a 9-iron, trying to turn one in from right to left. Is it drawing enough? I'd say so. Fabulous shot there from Bang.
플레이하겠습니다.
Ju still got the lead, but closing in around her. Oh, now that I did not see coming. Maybe a speck of dirt or mud or putter face. I mean, that ball just shot left early. That's the kind of miss that rattles your nerves. You've got a similar length putt coming back. Back-to-back bogeys. All of a sudden, just one. Clubs, it looks like for Park Ji-young at the 17. Much better off being short than long to this severely sloped green.
그냥 아예 바람을 무시를 하고 슬라이스를 밀리고 하고 좀 이거 너무
She's just picked up a birdie at the 16th, now into a share of the lead. To Kim Min-ju's bogey. How about that? Park Ji-young. Top of the KLPGA Tour leaderboard once again. Bit short, skips up. It's pretty well done. Good for yesterday's sort of location. She'll take it. Choi Eun-woo back on 15T. Momentum in her corner right now, and she's Kim Min-ju in her sights. Only 2 adrift. Green Guyan. Between her 2 playing partners' ball markers there. That would be the ideal line. Just forgot to hit it.
힌지라 걸리지. 내가 먼저 할 수도 있는데 불편하지.
Deep breaths now required for Kim Min-ju. Just got to center herself again. Some good swings. Just like that. Okay, normal service has resumed. After that beautiful approach, Bang Sil must convert this for birdie, would move her within one. And it does. Into solo third goes Bang Sil at 7 under, par 5 16th to come. So, a two-way tie for the lead. How the complexion of that leaderboard has changed in the last couple of moments. Park Ji-young moves alongside Kim Min-joo with Bang Sil running a shot back in solo third. Signaling like that's going right. Needs a break. Oh no. No, Bang Shin Sil. Just praised your improved driving, and she's hit it in the one spot where it doesn't kick down. I don't think she knows it yet. A hole back. Choi Eun-woo on the charge. Second shot in. To some very steep elevation. Work that one around from the right. Not going to get it all the way onto the green, but that's okay. Ro Seong-hui at the home hole. Second shot into this par 4. In on the left. Cut one in, hold it up against the breeze. Fine shot there from Ro. Despite her struggles, just finished birdie. See the top of the flagstick. Dug in after that one. Caught it heavy. All of a sudden, starting to struggle a little bit. Finicky mistress that is Momentum as Mada Som comes up to the 16th. Shot. Fast finish. Mada Som could still be in the final group tomorrow. Maybe at worst the penultimate, but she needs a couple of birdies. Lee So-hyun. Some great results last season. Had a hole out last week, but it looks like she is going to miss the cut this week. And that one drop. She needs some help for the cut line to move to 1 hole for par. Drew at 16. Halfy wedge. Gets that one to stun and stick. Another player starting to move into contention. Jill Young for the solo lead on 17. Much to be desired for 11-time champion. Oh, tell me she hit a provisional tee shot. And Shin Sil into that ice plant, very thick. Even if she did find a ball, she's not going to be able to play it. These are just those little mistakes that creep into her game every now and then, and they do prove costly when all is said and done. Back on 15, Minjun's third. Not a very good one. Changed a little there. Slumped, but still has a share of the lead. That's what she's got to keep reminding herself. Not again. Oh, thought it was going to do it. For just a moment, great try. Tom to get back to 7 under, and she's got it just with dying breath. Grabs the right edge and topples in. Well, moves alongside Bang Shin-sil, who's struggling back down the fairway. Mada Som to even for her round. Yeah, one back on 15 green. Birdies are flying all around her. She find one of her own. No, not quite. Back to 18. Kim Seiromi for birdie. To stop the rot. This is 4 apart to avoid 3 straight bogeys. It is going to be 3 straight bogeys. Which leaves Park Ji-young all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Who would have scripted that an hour ago? So Bang Shin-sil, silly play, did not hit a provisional, so has had to go all the way back to the tee. Couldn't find that first ball, now playing 3. Reset, refocus here. And find this fairway and limit the damage. Much better. You know what's going through her mind. Why couldn't they do that the first time? Lee brushes her par putt in. And 6 under. Ro Seung-hui to finish 2-3. Oh no! Waved at it like she was begging it to stay up. It didn't. 2 over par 74, back at 3 under. At the moment, that's within 5. Oh, that's a very doable to try and get back in contention to win this time Sunday afternoon. For another birdie here, Yoo Hyun-ju, this would move her within 2. Possibilities in the back 9 here at Gimhae Gaya. There are birdies to be found, there are bogeys as well. And just the exciting conclusion to Saturday's second round. So a couple of birdies here. Yoo Hyun-ju finds herself within 2 shots of Park Ji-young's lead. Park on the last. Bae So-hyun, very slim chance of sticking around for tomorrow's final round. It's got to go, and she's going to need some help from the even pars to drop to 1 over. Okay, nice way to finish. And the last 471 today for Bae So-hyun. You see right there, tied for 61st. You need 1 player to drop, and she's going to be safe. Hyun to 5 under. Haven't seen her since that nice birdie back on 10. Oh, this one's going to chase. Chases a little too much, but stellar shot. Shinsil's 4th and the 16th. You get birdie with your second ball, it's a 6. Still be within touching distance with 18 to play tomorrow. Can't get unraveled just yet. Keep up the pace of play. Just past 5 p.m. local time, 5:15. This will be the last stroke in the championship for Kim Se-ro-mi. Not going to be around for Sunday's final round at 7 over par. Take the off at 77 for Kim. Fairly clear. Jolyon Wu will lead us off. Sadly finds herself in the solo lead. Park Ji-young, can she find one more birdie on moving day? Bit of skip, but that is a pretty good shot for Park. It's horribly disappointed anyway that she ended the In Financial Group Championship last week. She's got a chance to make amends this week as Min-ju, where did it all go wrong? Leading by 3 at one point, now trailing by 1 after 3 straight drop shots. 3 holes remain. More tomorrow, of course. Has reached the 17th, 6 under par. Pitch this one out in the front right quadrant of the green. Scuttle along and take the slope left. Carried it a little deep, but still nonetheless an excellent shot. Trails by 1 now. Perhaps not for long. Scared the hole. Stunning stuff from this pre-9 game of Mardasson. Shinsil's 5th shot at 16. All the grooves on that one. And that one tossed out an anchor quick. There's no speed to put that much spin on a hit shot of only 50 meters. To the detriment of Shinsil, like about 18 feet for the bogeys. We go up to 17 and Yu Hyun-ju to claw herself within 1 for 3 birdies in a row. Not a million miles away. Choi Eun-woo back on 16, trying to chase one up as close to the front edge of the green as possible. Just take that one out right. Should be swooping around. Yes, well done. Just obviously got great mojo around these parts. The fit of this golf course well, understands it well. Now Jenny Sung, former Lotte Open champion, pitching up to the last, currently 3 under. She's safely through to the weekend, and she pops that one in. She'll be within 5 at the moment. Minju also going with 3 wood, setting up just at that right hand side, green side trap. Dark in about 45 minutes or so you think pretty much the entire field should be able to get done. Maybe the last couple of groups could be a little touch and go, considering the delay we had this morning. Done their best. Solid Jin for about 30 feet. She's safe into tomorrow's final round. Cash another check this year. To minimize the damage caused by that poor tee shot. That's a little too high. Double bogey 7, proving costly for Bang Shin-sil. Finds herself back in the group at 5 under now. Steps outside of the top 10. Young. Again, it's been a very solid day. Birdie on the last. Drifted a little low. On 17 tee. A couple of good approaches, good tee shots on 17, but that one club short, kills in the upslope. Better there than going through the back. From here. One. Scare the hole a lot from this range. Beautiful. good swing on it here. Give yourself a decent look. 17's playing easier. Second round. It's not lost. Just what the doctor ordered. Good pitch there from Kim Min-joo. Must be spinning, but she's still in good position. The 12th edition of Nexen SaintNine Masters. Still after that catastrophic double bogey at 16. Steady the ship here on the 17. She's got 7 iron. This one's tossed high into the air. It's well done. Well, this would certainly make Kim Min-joo feel a little bit better. This putt to move back into a share of the lead with Park Ji-young at the 16th. Coming across a bit of a side slope, so this one just wants to tail off to the right. hard enough. The confidence has gone, the conviction's gone. Tentative stroke from Kim. Hit on 17. Bang Shin Sil also looking to bounce back from some disappointment. But the opportunity here for the big hitter. Got a chance. No, just runs out of steam again for Shin Sil. Bothering the players earlier on. Seems to be back, and that's good news for the ladies at 1 over par. Now even par, still the cut mark. When those players drops, they're going to let in a whole boatload of players, including Bae So Hyun now. Choi Yun Woo, easier putt than Kim Min Ju's coming uphill. This to draw within 1 of Park Ji Young as she hits it. Oh my goodness, how does that move right? Believe that. Yeah, one. Never in doubt. Solidly popped in there for Lee. She's lurking. It's not lost. Still a couple round of golf. No tomorrow. Mid-June. Chance to pause, collect herself, collect her thoughts. Back to 16, third of oh. Bounces that one around the pin. Another player moving up to 6 under par in just a moment's time. Some side hill lie on the 18th. This is where you're going to swing hard from the right. Easy, easy. Very good.
앞에 지나가 주세요.
To go for our featured group this Saturday afternoon. One will lead us off. To be long and left, poor shot there from year 1 to the last in Yoo Hyun Ju, her second. 6 iron. It's going to be a smooth one. That's a very nice kick. And that's going to work out beautifully for Choi Eun-woo. To the 18th tee, and Shin Sil, the driver, gave us some problems back on the 16th. No such problems on 18. That one is laced up the right half of the fairway. Focus here. That swings, that's what you're looking for. Nice little kick forward will help for Kim Min-joo. So Ji Young in the clubhouse with her 69 today. She leads by 1. Min-joo, Da Som, and a couple of others looking to make their moves as the projected cut moves back to 1 over par. So good news for the likes of Bae So-hyun, who at the moment provisionally are through to tomorrow's final round. back edge of the green here at 17. We'll just use the putter. Putt that almost feels like it's going to make a U-turn. Straight out left. Just get it past the hole, and it will come round. Oh, left to right. It goes from the low side and keep on trucking. Sneak into the clubhouse at 7 under. Birdie putt on the way at 18, but it's not hard enough. Starts to whip up once again. This birdie putt at 17. Got a chance. Oh no. Somehow grazes the low side. Jung Ji-hyo, birdie putt on 18. Nice way to end the day for Jung. 2 under par 70 for her. Jaws, frustrating for Choi Young-woo. Som birdie putt on 18. She knew it. That wasn't going to have enough legs. So roller coaster afternoon ends with an even par 72 for Ma. She's in the hunt.
In.
Seems going up to 3 under par. The fringes of contention. Birdie. This is hole 16. Centre cup. Right in the thick of things. 18 holes to play tomorrow. Good round of golf today from you. 69 inside the top 5. Pops that one up for her par at the 9. She's done and dusted for the day. 72 for her.
퍼트할 거지?
Starts to encroach on Kim Hae-gaya. This is a lovely shot to the closing hole. slope. Good shot. Control, read the line nicely. Young. Excellent approach. So birdie there gets her in at 6 under. It would be a tie for 4th. Is awfully congested. Try to pick a winner Sunday afternoon with this kind of leaderboard. Back to O on 17 tee. Look at this. I thought that was going to jar up against the flagstick for a minute. Probably did too. I think a birdie here should get her in final group tomorrow. Which depends on what Bo does group behind them. That's a good start, splits the fairway. Drive up the right half, completes tee shots from our featured group on this par 4 18th. Park Ji-young leads by 1. Kim Min-ju has had her struggles over the last hour and a bit. At one point led by 3 today. Songi. Nice little wedge to go into Championship Sunday at 2 under. Pars in a row, and birdie's the last. Well done, Ansongi.
Okay, done.
Pop this one in. Good chance that she and Son will be teeing it up alongside each other tomorrow. Especially if that one drops. Nice finish there for Lee Ga-young. Good day's work. Left herself a lot to do with a slow opening round of 74, but a 68 on Saturday will make her feel a ton better. Birdie as well for Bang. Nice work there. Another player to 6 under. Topsy-turvy day as usual for Bang Shin-sil. Double bogey on 16, but a nice finish there with the birdie on 18. heard anything. Push that a little, perhaps. Gets a good break again. That ball kicking forward. The scruffy ones coming home. Enjoy. Sunday for the lead. That one. Danced it around the pin very nicely for EA1. Little grandstands at the back of the green certainly will be packed to the brim. Patrons and fans will gather to witness the crowning of the 12th Nexen SaintNine Masters champion. Until Choi Yun-woo repeated last year, we never had a multiple-time winner of this event. It means we could have the same lady winning it 3 years in a row. Things go the way of Choi. Players in the history of the game on the KLPGA Tour have won the same event in 3 successive years. It's quite a list of names. So Hyun, Jimmy and Cole, and G do it 4 times in a row. One player to do that. Solidifying Queen's Championship last year, which would certainly join a very illustrious list. 30-footer to virtually, get into that final 3-ball tomorrow afternoon. Next way, this looks good. Line's just a little low. She will be one of the many contenders lining up behind Park Ji-young with 18 to play. It'll be a sprint to the finish for a piece of history for Choi. This one is 68 today. Struggles will be forgiven if this one drops for Kim Min-joo. It's just turning into one of those finishes. 3 bogeys in a row and then a couple of close calls on 17 and 18. Drew tailed the 2 nines there. 71 for her. One shot back. Chi Young. Yeah, one. For birdie. Just get her a shot closer. The lady she has tussled at the top of many a leaderboard with. And write her off at your own peril. She is always a dangerous presence on a KLPGA Tour leaderboard. 69. Back up in opening 71 for year 1. Park Ji-young carries the lead into Championship Sunday at the Nexen SaintNine Masters, but a whole host of players within 5 shots, still all to play for at Gimhae Gaya this week. Lack for highlights on moving day this time round. Why don't we look back at some of the best from Saturday? Start with Park Hyun-kyung, made a great move. Continuing some fine form, bunch of birdies yesterday to close, and there were plenty of birdies out there for her. Early doors. Min also had to battle through some breezy conditions. The 2-time tour winner at the putter rolling. She made a big move of her own. 6 under par for her round, 7 under for the tournament. Ji-young displayed some great touch all throughout the afternoon. Isn't going to be overwhelmed by the moment. Got the job done plenty. Could be seeking a 12th title in the 12th edition of the Nexen SaintNine Masters. After 73 yesterday, Hong Ji won. How about that at 65 to not only safely make the cut, but to put herself in title contention. Ang Shin-sil, she had things going early. That was a chip in for eagle early in her round. Quickly moving in the right direction was Bang. Then at 4 it was Mada Som's turn to dazzle with some wedge wizardry. Not of the positive sort. A little flub. The overnight leader had her issues. Rim battled back from a slow start with a couple of nice birdies to finish. She'll go into Sunday at 6 under par. June was making moves early on Saturday. Anna was behaving, was hitting it nicely, giving herself chances. Herself a very nice lead, but Ang Shin-sil was also on the move. Lovely approach into the 8th with a nicely hole putt, which would move her to 7 under par on an increasingly congested first page of the leaderboard. And up to 9, Mada Som with her early struggles, 2 over in her first 4 holes, just birdied the 7th. She would also go on to birdie the 9th to turn an even par. 12. This putt would stretch the lead to 3 shots for Kim Min-joo, and Really thought at this point, with the way that she was hitting the ball and the putts that she was holding, she was going to really build herself a substantial cushion heading into the final 18. There were problems. It's the green left on 13. Would lead to a bogey. The 14th. Choi Yun-woo playing alongside her, the two-time defending champion. Starting to find some birdies. Chipped in at the 13th. Popped that one in at the 14th. She was inching her way up the leaderboard. So too was Bang Shin-sil. 9-iron, setting up a birdie that moved her back to 7 under par. And there were more problems for Kim Min-joo. I mean, she'd make this 99 out of 100 times. Unfortunately, this was that 1% chance. A 3-putt, a bogey, second in a row. Adasom coaxed one in from down the hill on 16 to move her back to even for the day. And inexplicably, a third bogey would follow for Kim Min-joo at the 15th. That was a 3-shot lead. So lead turned into a 1-shot deficit. Going on. Bang Shin-sil lost her ball on the 16th, had to go back to the tee and reload, ultimately costing her a double bogey 7. Ji Young had a chance to get it to 9 under, but it wasn't to be. KLPGA Tour title in the 12th staging. Nexen SaintNine Masters. Bang Shin-sil. Topsy-turvy round ended with a birdie on the 18th. She will be within 2 shots and a share of 4th going into Championship Sunday. This lady could be the dark horse. Shot into 18. Nice conversion in the final group after that round of 67. So still a very tight leaderboard getting into the final round of the Nexen SaintNine Masters. But it's Park Ji-young who will lead the way. Who's your money on? Who's going to come out on top? Join us tomorrow to find out. Take care, have a lovely evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for the conclusion of the 12th Nexen SaintNine Masters. Bye-bye for now.